What's up, everybody? Real Trader Joe, and welcome to the stream. It is August 13th, 2024. I am alive and well, as are you, I would imagine, if you're watching this. But you know what? If you're a skeleton or whatever, you got me beat, man. If you got a secret to immortality, go for it. And probably hit me up with a secret or two once you figure it out. But the market will open here shortly, and today's segment's going to be pretty short, pretty condensed. I don't have a whole lot going on, as you'll see here in just a second. We're not really going to be doing a whole lot. We've got the inflation reading coming on Wednesday. It looks like the market is rallying ahead of that pretty fiercely. We might actually hit 18.9 today. This coin position is getting clobbered, and all our short positions are going to be suffering a little bit. I did go ahead and turn this Q position into a strangle here, just with the elevated IV rank, and as some extra insurance. As you can see, we are short 8 shares still, but this short put really doing a lot to mitigate the loss from our short call here. Everything else, Palo Alto, Dell, Micron, AMD, all doing exceptionally well. And I did want to go ahead and just touch on this Dell position here, because I've talked about this a lot on the streams recently, and it is a big loser. I mean, we are obligated to buy Dell at 125 with this short put here, but just think about what we've accomplished, right? If you were long Dell stock, I mean, you'd be crushed right now. You're still at least 25, more like $28 in notional value, so that would be a $2,800 loss, including today. But we are just slowly climbing back. Not only are we underneath the $2,800 mark, we're actually almost in a position to get this inversion back to normal. Now, we do have a long way to go till this expires, but again, with the geometric Brownian motion and positive drift, stocks naturally tend to gravitate upwards. So I have no problem holding this. We have a long time till the 125 put expires in December, and we've collected $20 in cost basis. So think about that. Just over the course of this trade, we put this trade on at the worst possible time. We put it on in May of this year, and we sold the 135 put. So let's just take a look at Dell. May 24th, we put this on. We were expecting this trend to continue. Looking back, obviously, we have a better hindsight, and we were pretty diverged from the 20-day SMA, but it didn't go our way, and it totally tanked. So, Dell on May 24th reached a high of 166. So we've managed to fight all this downward price action. I mean, for a naked put, this is about as bad as you can get. Dell's been absolutely clobbered. We went from 166 all the way now to a low of $86. So this stock has lost almost 50%, and we are in a bad way here. But through the power of options and rolling for credits and taking the short side of the contract, we actually collected 20 option dollars in cost basis against these short contracts here. So that's a lot. That's 20 option dollars. That's not 20 normal dollars. That's $2,000 in reduced cost basis. So, this 110 call, it may absolutely expire out of the money. It may absolutely do that. Dell may continue to go down even farther, past $90, but we can continue using short premium to help us out here. Other than rolling out in time, though, this position, as far as the adjustments, may need to be a little bit different. I mean, just for theory's sake, we're already in a leap option. Let's say we rolled out to February of 2025, so really out in the weeds here. We can roll this pretty far. We can roll this at least to modify the strikes. We could go to the 105, 120, and still receive a credit for that. So we'd reduce our deltas. We'd give up a little bit of theta, but not a lot because we're already in a leap cycle, and we would collect even more credits. So now we'd be obligating ourselves to buy Dell at 120 and have $20, $21 in cost reduction, which is right about the at-the-money strike at this point. So, sitting pretty on Dell, more than happy to plan a positive drift here to lean into that natural inclination upward and just keep going. Quick market recap. Looks like I said, we've got ES up 41 points, NQ up 200 and change, 1.2%, so we're definitely not outperforming that today. Pretty big rally here. Just, not a big chart magician, but just looking at it here, July 11th, we've got all the moving averages stacked neatly on top of one another, the 20 EMA above the 50 and the 50 above the 200, but that all changed August 5th when we tested the 200 and got this bounce. So now I think what everybody is waiting for is the inflation data. Are we going to see a retest of previous highs? Is this going to become a V shape? Or is this the high of the rally in the bear trend, and are we going to continue to go lower and possibly test that 200 EMA again? If full disclosure, if we do test that 200 EMA, I will probably buy here because I think a lot of people will buy here. I am considering placing an MNQ future. I did scalp out of that off camera. Try not to do that, but the profit was too good. Made like 150 bucks or something like that. Re-entered and actually messed that up a little bit. But other than that, not too concerned about the state of the portfolio at the moment, and I think sitting tight is going to be the way to go here. We've got a significant portion of capital allocated, and still, bullish on the market. If you look at just our P&L for the day with this market rally, we are getting a significant amount of profit here in the form of Dell, AMD, Micron, all the stuff that we've been bullish on for a while. And all the while, we're having this theta decay tick for us. Look at this, 73 theta on this Palo Alto option. So remember a couple days ago when this guy was worth about 11 bucks or 12 bucks, and I said if we just sit tight, the theta will tick away. It still has a long way to go. Look at this. Hasn't really moved too much in these last couple days. Got a big upswing here to 330, and it's kind of stayed there. So more than happy to just have this theta tick away. I'll just demonstrate it again. This is where we're at right now, $314 in theory. That's on the new order, remember. This is the order chain, so the analysis platform actually displays the symbol itself. But if we go here and we just take our short call, and remember, this is covered, but I'm just demonstrating the short call on the analysis platform. So if we pretend we don't have long stock, we're down a lot. We're down 913 bucks. And we can just move this forward in time. So earnings are on the 19th. If we just wait till earnings day, which is August 19th, and that's after the bell, we are going to be at minus 300. So that's $600 that we get just for waiting if Palo Alto stays where it is. If it drops, that call is going to be in an even better position. And if it rallies, that's no big thing. We can just roll it at the money because we'll be down just about the same amount, minus 900 or so, if it reaches 350 before earnings. And frankly, if it does that, I'm going to be a happy camper. So sitting tight and doing nothing is the way to go here. Especially because this is right after earnings, and we are going to continue to experience an IV increase. You can see here, if you just look at the expected move, 81% IV rank. The 38-day cycle's got 52%. So of the 37 or 38 expected move, we're going to be receiving 33 of that just after earnings. So this 38-day cycle pretty much pricing in the big earnings move here. And rolling to a lower IV cycle is going to hurt us, but it does allow us a little more time. Just for the sake of thoroughness and completion, I will go ahead and just show you guys what rolling that would look like today. Obviously not great, but closer to the earnings date, this is going to look better. So if we just roll at the money, right? If we just roll at 350, that's another $5 that we bake in for ourselves. We pick up some short delta. We are going to lose theta, but we get $5 in downside protection just for rolling out in time and continuing to collect credits here. So that will probably be what we'll do. This roll will be a little more favorable come closer to earnings. We can also roll this up to the 360 strike, collect about $1.50, which is not a lot on a $300 stock, but we give ourselves $10 more in potential profit. So I'm more than happy to sit on Palo Alto, very happy with where that's at. And everything else in the portfolio is looking peachy. Even Coinbase, not down too much in terms of P&L. We do have this 150 short put really ticking away for us. and helping us with the cost basis, the hefty cost basis, I might add, of this diagonal. So the best case scenario would be for coin to just kind of drop a little bit, down 800 here, and we're not going to be long till about the short leg of our diagonal spread, but this is going to be a tough one to pull off. This diagonal, in hindsight, was a little too expensive, and if I had to do it over again, I probably would have found a different strategy here. And I'm not saying that because it's gone against me, but just the cost basis of the strategy. If you look at the order chain, we paid $12.39, and that's with the included roll. So we originally paid $17, rolled this option here, got the cost basis down to 12 and change, closed some short puts to help us with the cost basis, and now we're down to 10.54 in the last 30 days. So we could probably get down to $9 or $8 if this expires worthless. May be able to roll that out in time for a few more cents. Yeah, maybe about $1. But if this doesn't go our way, we still are going to pay the man about 1% or so. But, it is what it is. Those are the chances you take. We paid to receive some max profit here, and this very well may work out. If this 200 EMA gets breached, it's going to be bad news. So, I'm going to be watching this 150 short put closely here as we go into the binary event on Wednesday. But, yeah, Dell really making a comeback here and sort of aloe vera on Sunburn. Other than that, I'm not going to be placing any trades. I'm over allocated as it is portfolio-wise. My percentage of profit is looking good across the board. We're greater than 50% on just about every stock, and even American Airlines with a 14 strike put. American Airlines trading at 10. We have a 33% chance to be profitable on by expiration. Coin, obviously, the least probability profit. That's just because the profit is calculated as an average of these three, right? So, if you add these up, it's, what is that, 90? I'd have to do the math. It's, 190 divided by 3. Sorry, 170, yeah, and then 190 divided by 3. So it's this 21% chance that's really dragging us down here. In a best case world, you'd have 100% on all three of them, but you don't. So, yeah, just the way that the probabilities are calculated, really dragging us down here. But that's okay, because it's basically pricing in, okay, what are the odds that Coinbase is between 165 and 185, but not any less than 150? So pretty low probability to be right in that range there, but I'll take 21% for how this trade is going. That's where we're profitable at expiration. So we'll see what happens. We can continue to use short premium to reduce cost basis, and again, overall, still overwhelmingly bullish. 14 long Tesla deltas here. Tesla continuing to rally, and if Tesla Ivy rank increases, we may very well do some more with that. VIX back down to 19.47, so we faded that explosion to 60 pretty nicely. Cashed in on some volatility, got our Q trades working, so I was very happy with the VIX expansion, and we took great advantage of it. Other than that, not a whole lot else going on in the portfolio. I may put on an MNQ futures trade to the downside going into the binary event at the close today, but we'll see. Again, the big question on everyone's mind, just, if you look at resistance levels from past Q levels here, if you just zoom out, this 18.8, 18.975 level here has been kind of a resistance area throughout the earlier half of the year, so we'll see. We did get a breakout in June, and now we're looking to retest that level. So, and then of course you've got the 200 EMA that we tested down here. So, we're either going to have a bullish sentiment on the inflation and break out past this, maybe retest some previous highs, or we may make a lower low and go back down to that 200 EMA. We may also just sit in this channel for a little while, so Happy to have the short premium for the Qs. The actual index here. Just kind of sit tight with the strangle and see what happens. If we go to the upside, we are slightly short. So that's why I'm hesitant to go short the futures contract here, because we'd be kind of double dipping. We already have a short position on Q, as minuscule as it is. So to go short MNQ may be a bit of an overstep. Other than that, though, nothing else going on. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Happy to engage with you guys. Take any questions. I know the quality on the stream isn't great. I am working on increasing the bit rate for the next stream, so I'm going to be sitting tight. Let me know what you guys are trading, if you got anything you're looking at ahead of the inflation announcement, because I'm going to be sitting tight. I'm already pretty allocated because of that VIX move. I was allocated before, but I put even more capital in, so CrowdStrike. Little hesitant before earnings. We got earnings here in a few days, and this put here well out of range of the expected move for the next couple days, but gonna be interesting to see how this one unfolds. Long 2 cybersecurity plays, so hoping they'll do pretty well. But if they don't, if CrowdStrike disappoints in earnings, could impact our portfolio pretty severely here, because we are long Palo Alto as well. Having worked in the IT sector, I think cybersecurity is just going to get more and more advanced and in demand as AI continues to give bad actors a new foothold into the breaching space. But yeah, other than that, let's see. Natural gas is up. Crude is down slightly. Let's take a look at crude. Yeah, crude's been on a bit of a tear, but almost have a death cross here with this 200 EMA. Crude may have to be careful. I might go for a bearish trade in crude. I'm a little wary of trading commodities futures just because they do actually entail delivery of the physical asset, and I do not have any interest in selling 1,000 barrels of sweet crude. That's a lot of oil, man, and I can't swing that. So at least with the NQ, ES, that kind of thing, it's all cash settled, so it doesn't matter what I can or can't take possession of. It cash settles at the expiration. But yeah, with those commodities, corn, soy, all that crap, you gotta deliver. So I'm always a little wary of that. Let's see, maybe I can do something in here. Said I wasn't going to. 64% allocated. I probably shouldn't. I may place a defined risk trade going into the inflation announcement on Wednesday if I'm going to do anything. But right now, again, the best thing sometimes is to do nothing. I'm not going to do too much. I'm doing well with this rally, and we'll just leave it that way. Not many adjustments that need to be made. All the stuff that's struggling is fine. Look at Micron. $11 collected, and we have the 110. So we are, with $5 of extrinsic value, $5 of intrinsic value, we are looking at a cost basis of about 104, and Micron very well may cooperate with us here. Continuing to just plug away on the theta numbers here. I added it up this morning, but the theta's looking good. We're looking at, at least 140 theta, probably more than that. There's 100 right there. 116, 127, so that's 130, 140, 150, and then you add all that up, yeah, probably around 170 theta a day. A good portion of that coming from this short-dated option here, the 350 on Palo Alto. So yeah, happy day for me. And I don't know, I've been kind of eyeing crypto. I want to get some Bitcoin exposure going into September and the election. Just wondering what the best way to do that would be, because the Bitcoin futures themselves, excuse me, rather expensive. You know, and Bitcoin itself has been on a bit of a plummet recently, but for the year is probably not doing too bad. Let's go back. Yeah, it seems to just sort of be doing its own thing. VIX again down to 1936. Look at that spike. I mean, look at that. That's only happened 5 times in history. That spiked to 65. And now we're just finally settling down here. Very happy with Palo Alto. It's pretty much carrying our P&L today. And not a whole lot of losers. I mean, ARM, obviously, we're losing. We have a short call in ARM. IV rank, though, continuing to decrease and help us out. And we can, you know, roll this even further. So if this really gets bad, we can roll that out to the 66-day cycle and go short the 145, maybe sell this. Yeah, so we could probably roll something like that. We'd pick up some theta, we'd pick up some delta. I may actually do that right now. Let's see, can we swing the same thing in the 38-day cycle? Because that's really what we want to do here, right? Yeah, we could. We could rebalance this to the 105, 145, but IV rank is getting lower. I don't know, maybe we'll do a diagonal. We can also just wait. If we're tested, I'm not really upset about being short ARM at 135. Just because we can continue to collect premium. So we'll see what happens. We're not going to do anything till we're tested. That's our mechanic. And we're going to sit tight. I don't want to ramble on too much and be too redundant, so I'll just go ahead and end the segment here just a little bit early for you guys. But let me know what you're trading. You know, feel free to leave a comment. And if you like the show, if you have specific topics you want to see, I got a request for trailing stops the other day. Fortunately, Tasty Trade doesn't have trailing stops. I called the trade desk and asked. They don't, but they're working on it. I'm interested in trailing stops just for the futures, because that is one thing I like to do when I put a futures trade on. So I'll have some content for you guys tomorrow, hopefully. I've got something in the works that I'm excited to share with you about some ML trading that I've been doing, and hoping to have my first pass of that back test done by today. May not happen, but if that doesn't happen tomorrow, I may just show you guys what I've been working on. Just to spice things up a little bit and give you guys a bit of a different perspective. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow.